friends. It's a lunchtime live today. Say hey when you're hopping on. I woke up, well actually I went to bed feeling like, you know when you feel like you're getting the ick? Like I was swallowing, I was like trying to get my water in, and so I was drinking a good bit, and I was like, every time I swallow, like my throat's a little itchy. And then at about 3 o'clock this morning, Beta got up with her, and my eyes were kind of itchy. And so I like washed my face in the middle of the night, and I just feel like I have allergies. I don't know if it's because we've been so freezing here and now it's like really warm, but it's like my head, my eyes, my nose, my throat. So I took some Claritin. I'm hoping, does anybody else have this going on? I was like, it feels like a combination of like, I'm allergic to cats. I'm not allergic to cats, but like that and a migraine. So I'm hoping Claritin for the win. Okay, POMIFERA has 99-cent shipping going on right now. They just announced it this morning. And if you love POMIFERA Skincare, I highly recommend stocking up when they do their free shipping. They don't have discount codes, and they don't normally offer like a ton of deals. They're just great prices all year long. But they do every now and then do 99-cent shipping and a free gift. And that's what's going on right now. So POMIFERA has 99-cent shipping for the next couple of days, and a free Happy Salve, which is like a chapstick. It's a balm. You can put it on cuts, scrapes, bruises, anything that you need to heal faster. It is amazing for your lips. If you struggle with having dry lips, I have my entire life, I've always had like really crusty, dry lips. And I use POMIFERA's Happy Salve like so often. I have them everywhere, my car, diaper bags, up here, kids' bags, everything. It is so good. And I have like really kind of nice, plump, moisturized lips now. So anyways, we picked the winner for the Camp Swan giveaway. We were doing a weekend away for someone who hasn't gone on a trip. And, so we picked the winner for that yesterday. So if you were wondering if that was you, it's listed in the comments. So I'm going to make some trim fit, and we're going to do our skincare. I'm just going to let that dry for just a second. And I feel like I need a drink, and I already drank some of the water out of here. So I don't want to drink just water, because if you have, you know, too little water, then it's too sweet. I just like at least a bottle, if not 2 bottles of water. This stuff is pretty sweet, and it tastes like cotton candy, I guess. It's really delicious. But sometimes like to get extra water in, I will do like a big Stanley with a little bit of ice. I'll do a water bottle and then add more water. So you can do it however you want. My sister dry scoops it. She's lost 70 pounds taking Trim Fit, and she dry scoops hers like a pre-workout every day. And I'm like, I can barely even like breathe it without choking. So I'm like, I'm not dry scooping anything. I'm the worst. All right. I did go, so one of my best friends, her name's Catherine. She's a hairdresser here in Chattanooga. If you're local and you need a hairdresser ever, she's fantastic. I went to her yesterday and got my roots touched up before our trip, and she moved up my extensions. I was on a conference call, and but it fell into the same time. So I was like, I'm so sorry guys. I'm gonna have to like, I had earpods in. I was like, I have to be on this. And so I was like, do you want me to mute like my face? And they're like, no. And so the whole time I was like, sorry, I had to get my weave moved up. Like, but it's all done. And it was just funny. But all right. So I've gotten a lot of just questions about what's in this. So it's an all natural purple tea, and it just gives you a good amount of energy, helps with like fat burning. It's one of those though, if you're sensitive to caffeine, I don't recommend it. But I am sensitive to caffeine, but it doesn't make me jittery. So but I don't always use, like I dilute it. Like I don't do it in just a small amount of water. I do dilute it, but it doesn't make me jittery. So keep that, you know, in mind. But it does have caffeine, so I like to let everybody know. But it tastes so good. For collagen, I love used collagen. It tastes really, really good. I used to use Modera's collagen, but it tastes awful. Like, and then when I found a different option, I was like, I switched, but I used Moder's for over a year. And it does work. Like, I don't have a lot of sagging skin. I totally think taking collagen every day is so important. But I switched to taking U or Unique's collagen, because Unique's collagen is just a packet. So if I don't want to drink more water and I'm just like, I just need to get this in, I'll do Unique's. And if I am trying to get my water up, I do U's. Does that make sense? All right. Whew. We're going to go in with Brighten. This is a vitamin C serum. My face is starting to clear up. I think I figured out what was breaking me out. So I had, can you guys see? I don't ever, in years, my face has done so good. I used to get acne and cystic acne and zits all the time. I really had some issues with my skin. And I have been so blessed that this works so fantastic and I haven't had issues. Well, I switched to a new body moisturizer this week. I love this brand's body soap. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try their moisturizer. And I put it on and I had extra, and I like remember being like, I'll just put it on my face. Like, I didn't want to like waste it. And my face broke out. My chest had probably 30 zits on it. And so I'm going to send it back. And it's the, which I don't know if it'll do this to you. It's the Salt and Stone brand is what I used, but I love their deodorant. I love their body wash. Like, everything smells so good. And I was super excited about their lotion, but I will not be excited if I got crazy breakouts all the time. So I might give it one go and just see if I could wear it on my arms and my legs, just because it smells so good. But it did, it broke me out. So, not to say it would break you out, but it did break me out. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, are you ready for such a fun announcement? March 1st, POMIFERA starts shipping to Canada. I got the announcement this week. I did not go to their conference, so I just had like some of my friends that were there. Because we do work with a good amount of brands, I would love to get to go to all of their like recognition events or all of their conferences or all these things. But I also have 4 kids, so I don't get to go to all of those. You know, I have to be pretty selective to pick and choose like the reasons or why or whatever that I'm going. So I didn't go to theirs. And I could feel my chin hairs as I'm like rubbing my face. But she sent me a message and said that they are shipping to Canada starting March 1. Oh, you absolutely love mixing your collagen with your trim. It's so good. Sip on it with ice all day. Yes, Robin, you and me both. You've got skin tags. What works best again? Okay, so the heel, either if you have POMIFERA Pure or like POMIFERA Rose Oil, it will take them off as well. I've had customers that have like a bunch of tags on their face and they were just using this as their skincare and their skin tags are gone. But if you have a lot on your body, you could either use the heel oil or the POMIFERA oil. Both of those work for that. These are not the good tweezers. If you know, you know. Like, when they're not the good tweezers, you're like, okay. Oh my gosh, nothing is more frustrating than having a really coarse hair and you can't get it. Like, you can feel it. Anyone else? Drop a heart if you know what the good tweezers are. Let's go digging. Do I have other tweezers? These are like the cheap ones from Target that you buy that you're like, do I really need to spend $10 on a pair of tweezers? No. And so you buy something like this and then you spend like so long trying to get these. I don't know even where I got these from. Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, I don't know where I got these little guys from. Probably like a little kit. I have no idea. But these I have had for years. I've lost them over the years and I've refound them. And these are like good tweezers. Oh, so sorry. But I literally won't be able to think without getting this. Do you ever, you're like, goodness gracious. my gosh, it's like I'm holding my breath and sweating. I'll pray. Yes. Almost reminds you of like being claustrophobic. I don't know how to describe it. And now I've gotten started and I feel like, Courtney, move on. No, like you just move on. And praise Jesus. Can you see the hair? Oh, saints. Whew. It literally makes me, Brittany, you don't have a problem with facial hair. I'm so jealous. I used to be really embarrassed about it, and I guess I'm not embarrassed about it anymore. I don't know. I just feel like I've realized it's really natural for a lot of people, and maybe I'm just coming to terms with it because I'm like, okay, well, I have PCOS and I'm probably just always gonna have this. So I have to shave or pluck literally every day. Today is like not bad, but that one hair was, but that means tomorrow will be like 14 will have came back. But it's just hormones, you know. But man, it like it makes me like, if you can't get it, I don't know how to describe it other than, have you ever been stuck in a shirt? Because these are like whiskery hairs. They're not like peach fuzz. They are whiskery. They're thick, like goat hairs. Okay. So have you ever been stuck in a shirt and you like can't get out of it? And that feeling that you get because you can't get out, that's the same type of like physical body response that I get from when I can't pluck my chin hair. Like I can feel it, but I can't get it. Oh, prayers for a house fire that took several children's lives. Oh my goodness, I did not see that. Oh, so awful. I can't, like, I am so irrational fear about fires. I've almost sold our house several times because we're like, you know, our room and the kids' rooms, I feel like they're a little far, and just all these different fires make me so nervous. I had a friend a few years ago, well, and my sister, her house, but they weren't home when it happened, and so they were hurt, but a friend of mine, their propane tank exploded right by their bedroom, and I mean, it ruined so much. We did a big fundraiser for them and tried to get all their kids like the clothes and things that they needed, but it's just so devastating. But I will definitely be praying for them. And if you have their GoFundMe, if you post it below, if anybody else, not saying you have to give, but we always try and help with that. And if anybody else wants to, then they can, so you can post their GoFundMe here. What is good for skin tags? So POMIFERA oil. So the heel oil has POMIFERA oil in it, and then the actual just POMIFERA oil. I'm not putting this on right now, but I do use it at my nighttime skin routine. But it does make your face, I mean, it's an oil serum, and so I'm going to be going to lunch with Adam, and I just don't want to look like really glossy. I'm just doing this deluxe tan. It's in my Amazon storefront if you guys need it, but it's a self tanner that's gradual, and I just kind of am putting that all over. It just gives you like a little bit of a shade tint, and it's going to get darker throughout your day, and you can wear it under your makeup. So something that I don't talk about often. So I've been doing network marketing and sales, affiliate sales, literally for years, almost 10 years now. And for a while, like I had a lot of teams for a lot of brand, all these things. And then I just kind of was like, I don't feel like there's enough of me. So affiliate marketing is a little different. You don't have to like do team trainings and like all these other things. But I don't ever mention, like, if you love TrimFit or you have like a big audience, or you are, it is an affiliate program. You do have to have over 1,000 followers, but they pay up to 30% commission, and they have like a referral plan. They have different incentives for that brand. And so I get messages, I don't know, probably every day actually, of just like, hey, if you were going to get started with one, you don't have to like buy a presenter kit or anything. Like, you just sign up as an affiliate, and then you have to have your own active thing. But it is really good. You know, it starts at a lower commission, but as you sell more, it gets higher. But I know people on here that do affiliate work anyways, and if you are looking for a brand, I think this is the first time I've ever even talked about it. I always feel so weird. I never want anyone to feel like pressured, but on the other hand, I know that there's like, same thing, POMIFERA, like all the brands I work with, like if that's something you decide to do. But I was like, I do need to let people know that it's an option. And because they started a challenge, it's called a 20-day live challenge, but they started a challenge, and if you go live every day for 20 days, you're entered for 2 Louis Vuitton bags. And so I was like, you have 36 days to do it. But I was like, for people who do this anyways, if they love it and whatever, like they could be entered for that. Anyway, I just thought it would be, I don't know, just share it with you in case it started yesterday, which, you know, you have 36 days. But anyways, I go live anyways all the time. So it's really for people who don't go live, but. Favorite, but so if you want more questions about that, I put like a, I feel like I probably won't win. I don't ever really win anything, but maybe I would. I plan to go live that many times anyway, so who knows? If I do, I would tell you. I'd be so excited. So fun, but, to be honest, I would rather probably, I mean, I would love it if I won, but I think it would be like, since I'm used to doing this, I would love if somebody who like started a new, like they'd never done it before and they pushed themselves, because it is really scary if you've never done a live video. Like I used to get hives all the time. Even now I will get really nervous sometimes, and like can't quit clearing my throat, like all these things. And so honestly, I would rather if it was like someone who really pushed themselves and challenged themselves, because I think that would be such a rewarding like thing. I mean, I'm not gonna like turn it down if they're like, hey, you're the winner, but I do think that like there are a lot of people that this challenge is going to be a lot more challenging for, because they're so nervous. And whereas I'm like, hey, we're eating breakfast today, you want to hang out? So the link for the tanning lotion is in my Amazon storefront. I love OFIR's foundation. I saw somebody, and they asked what favorite foundation. I was trying to read a comment and do that at the same time. I read it, you've changed over the years. Watched since 2018. I think we all change, right, over the years. Hopefully it's for the good. When I very first got started, I was so nervous all the time. Even my videos, I should share a video from a long time ago. My demeanor was different. My like outlook on my self-worth was different. I was so nervous. It was really more of a desperation because of our circumstances that I did it, not because I was like, hey, I want to hop on with y'all today. And so I think you evolve, you change. Hopefully you're bettering yourself. Like I think we age, we grow, we gain weight, we lose weight, we have more kids, we have life experiences. Like, so definitely not the same person I was in, oh gosh, 2018. Oh, Sierra, I met Adam. We were thinking about that the other day. So I am going to Hawaii next week. Mom guilt about like going on a trip. We only left the big kids one night for the New York thing. It was a super short trip, but having it, and that was for my birthday, but having like another trip, and this is a work trip, and a lot of the time there we'll be doing like work stuff, like campaigns for the upcoming year and all kinds of things. So it's like a work trip, but a lot of the trip we will also get to do really fun stuff with like the owners of the company and different things. And they're taking us out. My dad lives in Hawaii, and so I'm really excited. We're actually going into the same city he lives in, and so I'm going to get to see my dad and hang out with him. And I was thinking, like yesterday, Adam and I were talking about it, and I was like, I have not been over to see my dad. He came in for my papa's funeral. Like didn't come in for my wedding or for like any of the kids' births or anything. I mean, we really rarely see him. And so we got to see him for my papa's funeral, which was like under bad circumstances. It was like, you know, that. And then we got to see him. He came into town last year for like a little while, but I haven't gone over to see him. It has been like 7 years. And then I've seen him twice since. And so I'm really excited to go and get to see him and like him show. Adam's never been to Hawaii, and get to show like all his favorite things and stuff. So, which company is sending us to you? The Trim Fit company. So I have been I wouldn't say best friends, great friends, right? For a long time with Jenny Peterson, right? And then, but we live in, not that she isn't a best friend quality person, it's just, I don't talk to her like every single day. But when we hang out, have you had friends where you're like, oh, you just like pick up where you left off, right? So she started this company a long time ago. And so, my sister had really, really good luck, like results with it. And I had been doing Modere, and I was like, well, you know, like I'm in my own lane. Like, I don't want to make it confusing. This is going really, really good. And then when I hit a plateau, my sister's like, you just have to try this. It's so good. And so that's when I started Trim Fit, and I used it for 2 months, not selling it, because I was like, I don't want this to be confusing. I don't whatever. And then I was like, okay, now I feel like I'm really loving this, and I don't want to not be honest or not be transparent. And I didn't want to share something like, if I don't like it, I don't want to share it. And so I was like, okay, I think I want to tell people about this. And so I got started with it. And then it's just been that like a lot of you guys have liked it as well. And so they had, it was right when I got started with them, they had this incentive. And I literally was like, I was like, I'm not going to hit it. Like, I'm not going to make it. And the last month they did something that was like every dollar you sold or something was like a double point. I don't know. It just, by the grace of God and a miracle, I made it. And so I was really pumped. So if it hadn't have been for that, I wouldn't have gotten it. But it was, and I was really excited. So I will totally, who's been following me long enough that when I went to visit my dad last time, you remember I did his makeup, and we hung out, and I took a friend with me, and that was such a good trip. had just been like recently divorced, like less than a year, and it was like my first trip, like on my own, going out into the wilderness, and I got to go hang out with him, and it was really fun. Great. Just gonna go up the side of my nose. We're not doing like full glam, super glam makeup today. Yeah, so for all of you who ordered from me, you helped me get to go on a surprise trip to go see my dad that I didn't even think I was gonna get to go on. Such a blessing, and that it included like airfare, hotel, food, everything. And so, I will have to work some while I'm there, but who cares? And if the kids were on break, I would be like, hey, can I take the kids with me? And the kids could stay with my dad and his girlfriend. They've been together like 6 or 7 years now. But, so like we know her, not just like some new random, but, they're in school, and then they also have to go to their like dads. And so anyways, long story short, we are going to go, and I'm really excited. You remember when Adam was just my neighbor and used to come over and make dinner? Me too. He used to cook for a lot more than we do at this house. Though the layout of our other house, for some reason, we like cooked a lot more. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know why. Or could have nothing to do with layout. It could be the fact we have a baby now. Now that I think about it, it might have nothing to do with the layout of our home. It could be that we did not have a baby, and it's just harder to cook. But man, when we first met, like, you want to talk about how to woo me? So cook. Like, I did not gain 100 pounds or more because I don't like food. So goodness, so good. Okay, here we go. Happy Salve. This is what's free for POMIFERA this month. And I will do this with lip liner. I use these all the time, but they're free. I will say they're a little expensive on the chapstick side. They're like $22. So I do feel like that's like, sheesh, it's a little expensive, but they last forever. And I would pay $60 for it. I'm not kidding. And I would just buy one, and I would be real careful not to lose it. Like, it is so, so, so good. It is like worth every single penny, but you don't have to pay for it because it's free. So when you orders over $75, get 99-cent shipping and a free Happy Salve for POMIFERA right now. So, okay. I'm gonna just do some mascara. Actually gonna just do a little bit of that bronzer right here. I was hoping if I took Claritin, took ibuprofen, that my head would stop hurting, and then if I got myself ready and then got some Trim Fit, maybe I could feel good today. So I do want to show you guys, if you're looking for workout jackets, look how cute this one is. It came in the mail today. I like changed from my pajamas straight into this, and I was like, perfect. If you're one of those people, you wash every single thing before you put it on, bless you. But I consider it almost clean if it just comes in the mail. It's probably really not. I probably should wash it, but don't judge. Just glad if somebody hasn't, like, a baby hasn't peed on it or gotten, like, goldfish smeared everywhere. Okay, so it's long. I had a jacket like this not too long ago, but it was, like, pretty short. And I feel like when I work out, because I have, like, a good bit here still, and so I loved this because it's long. Look how cute. And this is the large, but it isn't super tight. So a lot of the ones that I had been getting were really compressive, but this comes in a lot of colors, and there's a 10% coupon. So I linked it, and there's like a 10% coupon. But look how long it is. Like, and I probably could have done a medium. Isn't that slimming? I sent Natalie a picture because she was helping me with links, and I was like, sent her like, hey, that's what I'm wearing, and she's like, hello, skinny, and I was like, hello, I'm gonna wear this every day. And then the Hey Nuts leggings, they are so good. They feel great on. They don't show cellulite. They are just really great compressive leggings. So, anyways, that's my little. I was gonna work out today. Here's what happened. I'll just tell you about it. So originally, we were going to go up to the camp today to meet someone to go over some events up there. So I was like, okay, so I was going to go up there and do that. And so the camp, we renovated a summer camp and turned them into Airbnbs. It's called Camp Swan if you're new. But they're really cute, like little themed cabins with like chandeliers, and like we have a Palm Springs cabin with feathers, and they're so cute. So we're going to go up there. But it poured down rain yesterday, and it was supposed to pour down rain today, and we were under a flood watch. And I was like, it's going to be muddy. It's probably not the best time to show like for a venue. So I moved my workout from this morning to this afternoon. And then this morning when I woke up feeling icky, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to go. So I'm in workout clothes. I had the all intentions, but I've already texted Jacob and said, like, my head was just killing me. But now I feel like my medicine's kicking in. So it's one of those things like, do you listen? Do you rest? We have a couple broken baskets. Do I go to Home Goods? Do I go to the gym? I have gone to the gym this week. Probably should. But then what if I start feeling bad? I don't know. So there we are. I'm in workout clothes to not work out, to look like I worked out. But I am going to go to lunch with Adam. Ooh, a good face primer for aging skin. OFIR's primer. So good. They have a dewy primer that if your skin is prone to being dry, I absolutely love it. My eyeshadow, it's just bronzer. This is kind of like my quick and easy way. And then this is OFIR mascara. Does anybody have good plans this weekend? We don't have any plans. And I could not be more excited about it. So I am an introverted person in general. So as much as I love like going to support a friend or going to a baby shower or going to do something, going to New York for a couple of days, like I also get so overstimulated, and it's like I need time to just be like nothing. Or I'm not the person that if you text me and you're like, hey, just am not feeling it, like I don't think I'm gonna go today, then I'll be like, I was thinking I might not go today. So, but I was only going because I didn't want to leave you hanging. So, the fact we have no plans this weekend, glorious. Ooh, having friends over for dinner. So I am wanting to go through and make blessing boxes. So because of the blessing of this job, I get sent a good amount of things, and I feel like one human could not possibly use sometimes all of it, right? Or get like a big credit. Sometimes I just have a credit, but I haven't even spent it. And so I'll like use it as gifts, or like if I like a single mom, or like donate to the women's shelter. Like we donated, I want to say like $8,000 worth of a credit that I had with a company to stuff for the women's shelter. And so it's like, okay, so we'll donate. So I thought it'd be really fun if I could start going through stuff and like new things, never been used. They're just things that we've either gotten sent or that I have like 10 of or something, because a lot of these, they'll send you stuff over and over. And so I thought it'd be really fun to do a giveaway. Tell me if you guys like it. If you think this is lame, or then the other part of me is like, they might not want, like, I just think it'd be really cool. I probably think that's the coolest perk of like, I don't know, it's like Christmas. And so I'm like, oh, what if I could do like blessing boxes and do a giveaway for you guys, like give away 10 blessing boxes where it's like full of different items. And then you get to open it and it's kind of like, ooh, really fun and Christmassy. And you just get like a box of cool things from different brands. Do you guys like that idea? So that's, I'm like, maybe this weekend I could go through and just start pulling like, okay, I have all like of these things, and I won't give you guys like half-used bronzers or anything, don't worry. But like good stuff, you know, but then I'm like, I don't want it to expire. I don't want to not like use it. And what if this could like really bless someone? Always fun to get surprises. Okay, well then I'll work on going through that over the next little bit. I also probably should pack and see, I don't really have summer clothes that fit. So I ordered some bathing suits, and then I ordered some like outfits from Amazon, and I ordered a few things because I'm not the same size that I was last summer or the summer before. Yeah, so if we do the blessing box things, then I will probably do one for Instagram and one for Facebook. That way, if you're not on Instagram but you have Facebook, you could still participate, and if you're not on one versus the other. So and that way you guys, you know, like post a thing, like, you know, kind of deal. All right, friends, sit. That's all we're doing today. I probably should curl this one piece, but I don't know. Or I could just tuck it. Just do a little tuck. I need to brush my teeth. I got up and then I was like, I wanted coffee, and I drank a little bit of coffee, and then I was like, oh, I need to do this before we go to lunch. And so I need to brush my teeth, and I already have deodorant on. I have all the things. I'm good. I have all the things. Just need to brush my teeth, grab my trim bit. I just hate the way drinks taste. It's like brushing your teeth and then doing orange juice or something. So I might like slam this trim really quickly and then brush my teeth. So who cares? It doesn't matter. Lashes are so long, you have so little. 10 out of 10 recommend using a lash serum. So if you go to my Amazon storefront, I have my favorite lash serum is linked. It's Grande Lash, and using that, I don't even use it every single day. I use it a couple times a week, and it will do numbers for your lashes. Like, have I already lost my 10 pounds? No, I'm still the same that I got back from New York wish. Everyone was like, it's just water weight. It's just water weight. And I'm like, not for me. I just can gain really easy, and it does take me a little bit to get it off. I did that post yesterday because so many people are like, I just feel like I don't even recognize myself, or I feel so ugly, I don't even know how to get started, or I feel just so unmotivated and it's just getting worse and worse. And I got like messages that were sweet, being like, it's really inspiring. I'm just so sad. And I thought there's just so many people that like, it really can be like overwhelming of how to get started. And so I think it's just as important to share like all throughout, but if you really think about it, like if you were to lose, because I get really frustrated if I'm like, I only lost 1 pound this week, or some weeks I'll go 3 or 4 weeks and not lose any, or I ate really good and I've gained a couple, and I'll get really frustrated. And so, but I think it's good to remember that if you lost 1 pound every single week, like Veda's 26 months old, and that would be 120 pounds. So just that that 1 pound a week really does continue to add up, and not to get discouraged like, well, I'm not losing, so I'm just gonna like go back to whatever, you know. And if losing is your goal, staying where you are is whatever your goal is, right? And so I just think normalizing that, hey, you had a Starbucks and you gained 3 pounds. Like for me, that's normal. Like I can't do it. Like my sister could have one every single day, or, you know, other friends that I have, they can eat like sour Skittles and chicken nuggets and everything and never gain. And I can like smell it almost, you know? And so every person is different. So to compare yourself to somebody else's different metabolism or hormonal makeup or anything, you know, but to not be hard, that it's like, it will fluctuate. There have been times where like, I gained like 20. I had already lost 100 and I gained 20. And I was like, I'm creeping back up, like I'm going up. And you have to decide like, okay, well, am I going to continue to like stay off track, or am I going to like buckle down again, you know? And I had to re-lose that 20 pounds again. And then, you know, so it just kind of feels like it puts you back. But I think being able to recognize like, is the decisions I'm making today, like just making me a healthier person? Like, is this a good choice? Did I walk? Did I drink water? Did I take my vitamins? Did I, whatever it is. And, you know, all those little good choices, every good choice, every little one. There's a book, it's called The Slightest Edge. If you're into personal development, it will like affect your entire life. It is such a good book. I've read it several times, or listened to it on Audible, but The Slightest Edge. And I don't want to be like a spoiler, but basically that just by taking like a little boop, like turn, right? Just barely, minor degree, that it's not a big deal if you're just going to your mailbox, right? But if you were going to Hong Kong from the United States, just that little off course would put you all the way off course. You wouldn't even be close to like Hong Kong. And so it like puts things into perspective of like that little slight, like every little good choice, every choice going in the direction you want to go, at the end makes a difference. And so that helps me, because sometimes, you know, you're like, you don't see the right now, but if you're like, okay, well, in 6 months, how much stronger will I be? Like, even if I didn't lose anything, like, would I be stronger? Would I be as winded when I go up the stairs? You know, like putting things in non-scale victories. And I think that's important. So, Atomic Habits. I have that book. I haven't read it yet. I got it as a Christmas present. And I'm going to take it on the trip. I want to read it on a flight, because I feel like flights are a great place to read. Lately, flights have not had Wi-Fi, and I don't know what happened. And so I need to read that. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, bye you guys. Hope you have a good day. My husband's here. I'm gonna go eat some food with him, and I'll talk to you guys later.